I've read your case file. You have been a busy young man, Mr. Schuster. That's not a compliment, by the way. Do you know why your case has been assigned to me?
I had no choice.
You always have a choice, Mr. Schuster.
It's either here or juvie. I can't have a cell phone except for this old piece of shit to call my dad to pick me up. I can't have a laptop. I can't even have my Xbox One because it has an option for talking to other players, so that's fucking stupid.
Ahem. In my office, we refrain from that sort of language. Understand? Now.
Wait.
Okay. See here. Under current Florida statute, it is a crime, a misdemeanor of the first degree, in order for you to follow, cyberstalk, or harass any given individual repeatedly. And a felony of the third degree to do that with a 16-year-old child. Now, do you know a Miss Genevieve Townsend? Yeah, you harassed her for the better part of a full school year, allegedly. Your internet restrictions were rightfully earned.
You keep saying her and she. It's a dude in a dress. He was my best friend, Gerald Townsend, Jerry, until junior year. Just because you slap on some nasty makeup, grow out your hair, put on some heels and a water bra, it doesn't make you a 15-year-old girl.
Miss Townsend identifies as a transgender girl, and as such, I will use the pronoun of she as that is her chosen pronoun. Do you have any idea of how insensitive it is to dead name somebody?
Can we just get to the part how you're gonna fix me so I can be done with this? There's new games I'm missing because of this stupid restriction.
You have to show genuine remorse to be released from my care. So here, let's talk about what your goals are for our sessions. Now, you turn 18 in about 6 months, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, as you are the primary responsibility of the reason Miss Townsend is in intensive care right now, you're lucky you didn't catch a felony charge and a short-term prison sentence.
No, I did not put him...
Her?
I had nothing to do with Townsend being in the hospital.
Well, that's factually incorrect. You see, had you not committed all this emotional abuse for the better part of 9 months or so, she wouldn't be in there. So, let's talk about the means.
It was funny. Townsend can't walk in heels because guys don't belong in heels. It's not normal. I just posted a GIF of what everyone was thinking.
Who is everyone, Mr. Schuster? See, aside from your cruelty, it's in my notes, and it's my understanding here that Miss Townsend had the support of her home, her work, and her schools. So please tell me, what is your definition of the word normal?
Well, dude's not in dresser for one. Even our governor said that the doctors who do the gender-affirming care should get arrested. So why am I getting in trouble for posting the truth?
Miss Townsend's on a difficult path. See, with the governor's encouragement, youth gender-affirming care has been completely prohibited. He's basically given the medical profession carte blanche to deny gender-affirming care based on their moral, religious, or personal beliefs. Now, I don't know where Miss Townsend sits in all this. I'm not her doctor, but try to see this from her shoes, right? Just for an example, okay? Yeah, let's reverse this. Come on.
What?
You were born a woman, right? And you transition into Nathan, right? Now, someone comes along and tells you that you are wrong, that Nathan, natural. How would that make you feel?
I really don't care. Because that's not going to happen to me, is it? I'm a bro. Born a bro, always going to be a bro.
Depression and suicide rates drop when a person's allowed to transition. Imagine your very identity being politicized, being turned into an action item on someone's agenda sheet, all right? Creating this entire environment of constant invalidation and fear, making you feel less than human. Then enter you. A young man completely hell-bent on making you feel less than. That's a recipe for disaster. So I'm going to sit you down here and ask you again, what are your goals for this session?
It was just mean.
If it was a harmless post, Mr. Schuster, she wouldn't be in the hospital.
I mean, other people commented. Why aren't they in trouble?
Because other people didn't go to her place of work, send bullying text messages, pushing her to suicide, and harass her constantly. These actions constitute reckless disregard for human life, and thus your mandated visits to my office.
I just wanted to talk to my friend Jerry, not this freak. I wasn't gonna do anything. My dad just said that what he's doing is wrong.
She, Mr. Schuster, if you're going to continue in these sessions, you're going to refer to her by her proper pronouns.
We used to hang out before she became Jenny. It was too weird. My dad said that we couldn't be friends anymore, that Jenny went against the Bible, the laws of nature. I guess I was mad. We used to be best friends before all of this, and then...
You see, this is much more of a justification for your bad behavior, and it doesn't constitute...
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, Dr. Walker, but I have the parents of Miss Genevieve Townsend on the phone. They first called Mrs. Schuster, and she advised them to call here. Apparently, Miss Townsend awoke, and she wanted to speak to Mr. Schuster.
Oh, what wonderful news. See, now, Nathan,
No.
this is a chance for you to have that conversation you said you wanted. Now, I'm going to give you some privacy, and you can have that.
Daddy, are you there?
I'm here, Jenny.
You said my name.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I didn't want you to do this. I was playing, being stupid. I didn't understand. And honestly, I still don't. But what I did wasn't cool. You know I didn't want you to kill yourself, right? It was just a joke.
It wasn't just you, Daddy. You were a part, but I can't get my meds anymore from the nurse practitioner. You can't understand what it feels like to finally feel normal and everything is just ripped away. Our state is looking into legislation to discontinue therapy and forces the transition of all the trans community. I know you don't believe it, Daddy, but I never felt like a boy. I was just a stranger in the body I was born into. I finally feel like me, so I can't detransition back to him. Can't really afford it, but we're moving to New York to be with kids like me. It's safe. We have to move quickly because the new law allows me and my sister to be taken away from my parents, even if they think we're at risk for leaving the state. I just wanted to say goodbye. And Nathan, I forgive you.
Jenny. I think we got disconnected.
Well, if she calls back, I'll have my receptionist send that phone call back through her. But really and truly, Mr. Schuster, that probably wasn't about you. I mean, usually forgiveness is about the person who got hurt rather than the person who caused the pain.
My dad always said that Jenny was a freak. And if I kept hanging out with her, people would think I was a freak too.
Well, that sounds like less of an apology and more like another justification. You know, you're allowed to have beliefs different from your father.
No, you don't know my father.
Yes, I do. I saw how he treated
No, you don't know what it's like. I'm not gay. My father called me a fag if he still wanted to be friends with Jenny. Jerry and I did everything together. My mom still loves Jenny. But she does not go behind my father's back. Well, except for today. I can't believe she let Jenny call me. Oh. I don't have a lot of friends to begin with, so it can't have been easy. I mean, I guess considering all this, it's just been a whole ruckus, you know what I mean?
I mean, yes, but look, you were mad at your father, right?
Mm-hmm.
That made you feel impotent.
Yes.
Thus, you wanted to fight back, you couldn't, and you transferred all of that angst and anger onto Miss Townsend.
Yeah, but I'm not making
I
excuses.
apologize for the second disturbance, but there is somebody who needs to speak with you. I already called Mr. Schuster's parents. It cannot wait.
All right. Yes? Oh. No more excuses needed, Mr. Schuster. Seems that Miss Townsend succumbed to a cardiac embolism shortly after your conversation. You're now being charged with manslaughter.
What?
You understand the definition of manslaughter, correct?
Yeah.
Like, the victim is dead as a result of the defendant's negligent actions. In layman's terms, you were completely irresponsible with Genevieve's life. Now, your parents have already been called. The arresting officer should be here shortly to take you to jail. I'm sorry that your actions have changed the trajectory of your life, but actions have consequences, Mr. Schuster.
No! You didn't mean anything! You heard her! You heard Jenny! I was kidding! You know I was kidding!
Mr. Schuster.
It was just a joke!
Then why isn't anyone laughing?